There's so many amazing watches on the market today, but I think one of the brands that actually doesn't get enough attention for its timepieces is Van Cleef and Arpels. Of course, VCA is a very popular brand when it comes to jewelry, and it is a brand that has a very interesting history. It's kind of based on a love story between Estelle Arpels, who was actually born Esther, and she was the daughter of a gem cutting family, so they were very much in the jewelry business. And she ended up marrying Alfred Van Cleef, who was a very successful Dutch diamond cutter. After the marriage, the whole family went into business together and they opened up a store at the Place Vendôme in Paris around 1905, and it is still there today. Now, like many watch brands, Van Cleef and Arpels has a very interesting history when it comes to timepieces. And even though the watch industry is just booming and shows no signs of slowing down, I think Van Cleef tends to really fly under the radar when it comes to talking about watches and some of the big brands surrounding this industry for one very major reason. And it's very interesting, and it's because I think most of their watches are actually designed with women in mind. Even though they tend to be a bit forgotten when it comes to popular watch culture, Van Cleef is continuously showing such amazing innovation and artful designs coming out of their watchmaking workshops in Geneva. It's their absolute dedication to innovation that I find so interesting, and their high jewelry watches in particular are quite spectacular. They've won several awards, including at the Grand Prix de Jewellery in Geneva, which some consider the Oscars of the watchmaking world. And at the latest competition this past November, they also won multiple awards and were the only brand to do so. So just to give you an idea of how amazing and intricate these watches are, the Lady Jour de Nuit watch did win the Ladies Watch Prize in Geneva this year, and it's part of the brand's Poetic Complications collection. So here you can see you have the sun and the moon. The sun is made from yellow gold guilloche. The moon has diamond pave, and you also have a beautiful aventurine back on the watch, as well as white gold and diamond stars. And of course, this movement is amazing. It's showing a full day to night movement as you wear the watch throughout the day. And of course, like all the VCA watches, they also have amazingly beautiful backs. When I saw this watch in person, it really reminded me of one of my other favorites from 2014 called the Midnight Planetarium. And I think these watches really just showed the magic and the craftsmanship and the kind of dreaminess of these creations that I just love that are being made for women, and they have these kind of beautiful romantic ideas behind them. They truly are poetic complications. Of course, having said that, I don't have to tell you that absolutely anyone can wear and appreciate these beautiful watches, and they definitely have made other versions and other sizes to suit everyone. The Midnight Planetarium watch features the sun and the 5 different planets that are visible from Earth, and the complications feature the full revolution of each planet, including a shooting star, which tells the actual real time. Last year, Van Cleef even made, as part of their Extraordinary Objects collection, a complete solar system model. It was 1/2 meter tall and 66 centimeters long, and it shows a full orbit of the sun, the moon, as well as the complete rotation of the Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. This is an absolutely amazing feat and really shows, again, their dedication to these complex complications. Of course, as if those complications weren't enough, Saturn alone takes 29.5 years to do a complete orbit, which this model shows. These pieces are being made with amazing materials in gold, diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, and other amazing gemstones. It really is a jewelry lover's dream. Now, when it comes to some of the more popular watches that you may actually see people wearing from Van Cleef and Arpels, the secret watches is something that is definitely a lot more common and was first created by the brand in 1923. Now, this is kind of a novelty that the brand is making year to year with lots of different beautiful designs, but it was originally created because during this Art Deco period, women were they were starting to enter the workplace a lot more, being a lot more independent, and even though it was very practical for them, of course, to need to know the time, it was still considered a little bit impolite in society to be looking at the time, or God forbid, to ask for the time. And so Van Cleef created this very clever design that looked much more like a bracelet with a very small hidden watch face on the inside, so that really only the wearer could see it. Some of the secret watch designs also feature the Ludo bracelet, which was also created in the 30s by Van Cleef, and it's an amazing link-style bracelet that is hand-created and hand-placed link by link, and it's so beautiful when you wear it. It really feels and looks like a very finely woven fabric, and of course makes it very comfortable and beautiful to wear as a watch band. So if you are in the market for a beautiful watch and you're lucky to have a very healthy budget, I would consider Van Cleef & Arpels if you're in the market for something that has a lot of history, a lot of innovation. This is a truly amazing brand that's won a lot of awards, and again, even though their watches tend to fly a little under the radar, this is something that I'd consider if I were you. Thank you so much for watching, and to learn more about gems, jewelry, or timepieces, feel free to leave any questions in the comments below and visit us at our main page at winstongemsandjewelry.com.